When we talk about core values at Paragon Marketing Group, one of the biggest and most important core values that we have is being ethical. So what does it mean to be ethical? For us, it is always about doing what is right for our customers, for their businesses versus what's best for our bottom line. At the end of the day, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and put our heads on our pillow and know that what we did was right, which in turn helps us sleep well at night. When I was a young boy, treating people right and always doing the right thing was driven into my head from my parents and my grandparents. It was something that was preached to us as children and driven into our moral fiber. Whenever you didn't treat somebody right or act in an ethical manner, believe me, you knew about it very quickly, and yes, there was hell to pay. But you knew what you did, you learned from it, and you never did it again. Now, I can think of a few instances in my career where my ethics was challenged, but one such instance was when I was in the financial services industry. I was working for a financial institution and I was supposed to be working with clients on their investments. But this was during the refinance boom back in 2004 when everybody wanted to use their house as their bank. It was all the craze for every financial institution to come up with interesting and creative ways to help people refinance their mortgages. Property values are going up and up and up, and people are tapping into their home equity. It was like an endless supply of money. On many occasions, I was pulled out of the financial position to help with people's refinancing. It wasn't something that I enjoyed, but I was a company man and I was going to help out. It didn't take long for me to realize what was going on. People are coming back to the bank 2 and 3 times in a 9 to 12 month period to refinance their home. So what would happen during this time is they would run up their credit card debt and use their home equity lines for all kinds of things. Well, within a short time, the property values were back up and they were back in the chair saying they wanted to refinance my home and I want to wrap up my debt. So here we go again. You look at all the credit card debt, you look at the value of their home and you roll it up into a nice low interest rate, reduce their payments and everyone's happy. Oh, and for your business, here's a $5,000 credit card with 0% interest for 12 months. 6 months later, they're back in the same chair, doing the same thing again. But only this time, they ran up the $5,000 card you gave them at the first closing, and other debt as well. And at the end of the closing this next time, guess what they got? Another $5,000 card with 0% interest for 12 months. It was a racket, and it literally made me sick to my stomach. I hated who I saw in the mirror because I knew it was wrong. I had kids, a wife, a mortgage, just like everyone else. What was I going to do? I need to keep my job and my paycheck. Nope, I quit. Just like that. I knew God would direct me to where I needed to go, and He did. In fact, it was coming to the same building where our offices are today. From that point on, I vowed that I would never be put in that position, nor would I ever be part of an organization that would act in an unethical manner. When we were choosing our core values a few years ago, faith was our number one value, but ethics was neck and neck with it. Everyone in this organization lives by very strong ethics every day. I'm extremely proud to walk alongside everybody here because I know that everything we do for our clients and for each other is always the right thing.